Ringo TV Reactions, back again with another one. We're dealing with a situation with Janelle Monáe. That's right. Janelle Monáe. We gotta talk about this one. Recently, the cover of the RollingStone magazine features this, I can't really say that she's a woman. I can't even say that because she don't identify herself as a woman, and she don't identify herself as a man. I don't know what she is. I'm just being honest, respectfully. I just want to talk about how the world we live in has gone. The world is finished. And this is why, as a man, a rational thinking man, especially when it comes to meeting ladies, you don't know what you getting, bro. Like, seriously. Like, you don't know if the person you're talking to is a woman or a man now. I'm serious, man. It's scary today. This is why a lot of times, you might have women that might even be in my chat. I don't think they're women. I think that, they're just trolls. I don't know. Because if I don't communicate with them, via phone, text, in person, and I can actually evaluate the situation, I don't know what I'm dealing with. I'm just being honest, fam. Guys, you got to be careful out here. So what's going on? Well, I'm glad you asked the question. Miss Monáe was featured on the Rolling Stone magazine cover. And I want to talk about that and her position as non-binary. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Let's check out the cover, fam. Yeah, that's right. Janelle Monáe featured on the Rolling Stone cover with pretty much nothing. And what's more important is the wording on the cover of the magazine. It says Janelle Monáe freer than ever. See, this is where society has fallen. In the scriptures, it talks about how if the women are loose, the land will be filled with whoredom. And that's exactly where we are right now. And it's crazy. But this is where we at. Check out the weave. The weave is made of chains, which represent the prison and the slavery that modern women, primarily the BW, how her prison keeps her locked in the weave. That's a good question, C. Miles. Why do women associate nakedness with liberation? Because them being naked is a sign of the rebellion from when Eve took of the fruit, the forbidden fruit in the garden. And one of the signs was that they knew they were naked. You understand? So her wanting to expose her body to the world is a sign of rebellion to God by saying, I'm taking it back to the forbidden fruit. You understand? And this is a serious thing because we only see this with Eve. We don't see Adam doing this. We don't see men saying, hey, I want to take off all my clothes. It's always with women. It's a mockery to God. You understand? That's what this is all about. So for Janelle to expose herself on the cover, it is a sign that she have taken the oath. It goes back to the last stream I talked about with the industry. This is what they do, guys. You understand? Now, check out the cover. It says, "The Defiance of Drag." You see that? You see what the industry is about, fam? Am I making this up? Am I making this up, man? I'm not making this up. This woman is wearing chain hair, which shows that her mind has been imprisoned, and she's just another tool of the devil. You know what I mean? And then this is what goes on, fam. And again, you know, this woman, Janelle Monáe, have taken the oath based on this photo. The hand gesture is a sign that she is saluting the powers that be by saying, "Look, I don't identify as a woman or a man," which causes confusion, because if a woman says she's non-binary, then that means I can't holler at her because I don't know what she is. And this is crazy. And I told you, I warned you already in a couple of streams back. I said that in the next 200 years, there will be no such thing as male and female. The earth is going to be totally destroyed, where people are going to be like androids, and then civilization will be no more. Nobody's going to be reproducing. So Janelle Monáe was pretty much on a show, I believe it was the Red Table, where she talked about that non-binary stuff, right? And let me see if I can bring that out, where she was on that Red Table talk, and you already done know the confusion sitting there with Will Smith's wife, Jada, and her daughter, who has lost her mind as well, and Jada's mom, who is a mess. You know, they were sitting at this table of the devil. And based on this post that was made in 2022, Red Table Talk, it says, "Trailblazing global superstar Janelle Monáe joins the Red Table and shares her inspiring message for anyone who's ever felt like they didn't fit in or can't be themselves. This unapologetic Grammy-nominated singer, songwriter, actor, fashion icon, LGBTQIA+ superhero, and author of the new book, The Memory Librarian, and other stories of dirty computer, reveals what inspired her to come out later in life." Man, I tell you, the world we live in, bro. I mean, when I was coming up as a kid, we never had none of this, bro. It says, Janelle shares how she overcame her fears of abandonment and healed from the traumatizing effects of her father's drug addiction. Then a special appearance by Janelle's fierce and fun-loving mom. Notice, the mom is always fierce and fun-loving. Father is always a demon. Have you ever noticed that? They never speak good of us brothers. We're always either on drugs, abusive, thugs in prison. But the mom, she's always fierce. Single mothers are always praised. It's crazy. It goes on and says, then a special appearance by Janelle's fierce and fun-loving mom shakes up the table. Plus a dream comes true for a Janelle superfan. We're going to have to probably cover that interview in a later stream. But in that particular interview, that is where she revealed that she's non-binary. Now, I don't know, maybe that's something new that you ladies are doing now. You don't identify as a woman anymore. Like, what do you get from that? Like, what is that? Like, you still got a vajayjay. How do you not identify as a woman? I don't get it. But you know, like we always say in the world we live in, you have to understand something, guys. In the world we live in, I'm wrong because I said that. In other words, me stating the facts that a woman cannot say I'm non-binary, but she has a vajayjay. Like, that makes no logical sense. That's a mental problem. Because you're playing with my intelligence. That's like saying you're not a man, but you have a penis. That makes no sense. If you're a woman and you have the reproductive equipment to produce children, then that would mean you're a woman. Why is it that as adults, right, that claim you're educated, claim you go to college, you would sit there and play with everybody's intelligence? This is why I'm saying the world we live in is sick. And the people that are at the top allow this because they allow people to go out here and do things that are mentally crazy. And then we got children that listen to this mess. You understand? This is why in other countries, none of this madness is tolerated. You won't see, let me tell you something, fam. You won't see no Arab woman, no Middle Eastern woman on a cover of no Rolling Stone in Arab countries at all. You won't see that foolishness. You won't see women posing with nothing on, talking about I'm just free. You understand? This is what's going on, fam. Oh yeah, I heard about the situation in Africa where they pretty much outlawed all of that foolishness. They said, we ain't tolerating that. Only in America you get this. This is why I keep saying it's the land of demons. Because anything goes over here, you know? But this is what goes down. You know, this is an embarrassment, but hey, it's celebrated in public because, you know, people look at it and they lust over it. I mean, think about this. If she identifies non-binary, then who is she trying to please by putting out photos like this on a magazine cover? Like, who is she targeting? You know? And you know what's so funny? In the last stream, I showed y'all that they had Tupac in a tub naked with chains all over his private area. Now in this photo, notice what they doing, fam. They got the black woman with chains covering her hair. Y'all don't see the subliminal messages on how they do us? They got the black woman naked on the cover, topless. And she's doing it because she figured, hey, I'm getting my bag, I'm good. But think about what this does for the image of young black girls. It's embarrassing, it's a shame. And this is why men don't respect y'all, because y'all put yourselves out here to be the laughingstock of society, right? And then you expect respect. Now, guys, how many of you brothers would be happy if your wife come on a prominent magazine with nothing on and she's topless? Because remember, in order for them to take this photograph, she have to be exposed to somebody, whether it's a male or female. But you know, normally the photographers that take pictures like this are never masculine men. I'm just being honest with you. You do know that, right? You do understand that when the industry do these type of photo shoots, It's never a masculine man that's the photographer. They would never hire a masculine, strong man to take these photos. It's always people that play for the other team. Always. Trust me. You understand? Because they're not going to let a masculine man see her nude body. No way. So she got to feel comfortable. So she's going to feel more comfortable if a guy that is playing for the other team, if he take her photo and he's like, hey girl, and blah, 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 and speaking her language, oh, she'll feel real comfortable because she don't got to worry about nothing. You understand? So her hair is now gold chains, which represents the chains of slavery, the mental slavery that our women are under. See, the chains on the head represents the captivity of the mind. Let me say that again. The chains on the head represents the captivity of the mind. And this is why so many of our women are enslaved to makeup, weave, fashion, pictures, social media, for attention. And this surely must make her father proud. But then again, she said her father was on drugs. Now, what's sad about this is at the table, the red table, she claimed that she was dealing with trauma due to her father's drug addiction and all this other stuff, as if though he didn't need help. I mean, if a person is hooked on drugs, then it's not really something they got control over because they were on drugs. Now, if you've been following my videos, fam, I'm very transparent, man. I talk about my upbringing. I talk about my mom's. And if you on my Patreon, you've seen my videos about, I'm not sure if it's called a fatherless America or something along like that. I have a whole bunch of series of videos where I talk about kids that are brought up without fathers and in homes where there's all sorts of craziness and whatnot. But in those videos, I shared about how my mom's mom, Duke, was on drugs, bruh. See? And see, here on Ringo TV Reactions, fam, you get transparency. Because, you know, a lot of people out here, they be acting like they grew up in the best of the best situation, fam. I cannot rock with them type of people because they fake, bro. I talk to people where they are. So I grew up in a house where my mom's is on drugs, on crack, bro, crack cocaine. You know what I mean? And that was her struggle. And I remember the times when she got connected. She got connected because of a guy that she pretty much got connected with. And if you know anything about the 80s, like the 70s, 80s, around that time, that was the crack era. Everybody was getting on crack. Crack was like the drug. It was like weed. It was like how everybody today smoking weed and doing this and that and that. That was the recreational drug back in the day, bro. So a lot of people got hooked on drugs. They put drugs in the black community. Everybody was on drugs, bro. So there was none of that stuff about teasing about, yo, your mom's is a crackhead. You got punched in the face as soon as you said that because that was offensive. That's not somebody's fault. Like, yo, let's shame the person because they on drugs. So for her to be shaming her father at the red table, like he didn't have a problem, he had a problem. He needed help. So I know firsthand what it's like to be brought up in a situation like that. Because I remember when my mom's, and she passed away. So, you know what I mean? R.I.P. mom, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Love you. And I know what that was like because she was always going to work, doing what she had to do for the family. And then when she got connected to this dude, which he wasn't a bad guy. You know what I mean? He wasn't a bad guy, but at the same time, he got caught out there too. People got caught up in that lifestyle. That was just the way it was back in the day. You really can't blame nobody. You really can't. What you gotta blame is who put the drugs in the community in the first place. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Who put the drugs in the community in the first place? And my mom's didn't die due to no drugs. She died of cancer. You know what I'm saying? Actually passed away on 9/11, you know, a few years back. If you're on my Instagram, you pretty much would see like some post that I made about that situation. I talked about that in various videos already. But my point in bringing all of this up is that drugs, people being on crack is not a game, bro. Listen, back in the day, everybody in the hood, either your mom was on drugs, your dad was on drugs, your uncle was on drugs, somebody was on drugs. So we didn't tease, we didn't laugh, we knew what it was. So I know what it's like when your Nintendo was sold. I know what it's like when all your games were sold because your mom needed money to buy drugs. And I talked about these stories right on the platform because when I speak, I try to make people understand the real. Because everybody try to hide like they got this perfect situation. But see, she's hiding behind a lie. This woman got demons, bro. Because she's talking about how traumatized she was because her father was on drugs, like he was this horrible guy. My mom's was on crack, but she was the best mom ever. I mean, even the late Tupac talked about his mom. How his mom was a crack fiend. He talked about all of that stuff, but he still loved his mom. So you got a lot of guys that grew up in the hood, a lot of guys that's in the industry, and their moms is on crack, but you still got love for your mom. My mom would go do drugs, bruh, still come back home and fix dinner. Do you understand what I'm saying? So she took care of the kids, even though she had her addictions. But eventually, over time, you know what I'm saying, the Most High got into her life, she cleaned up, and got totally freed from drugs. You know what I mean? She got free, and then when she got free and she started doing the right thing, started living right, everything was good. And then, you know what I mean, a couple of years later, a situation happened and then the cancer showed up. You know what I mean? So my point is, you cannot blame somebody for you being traumatized because of their drug addiction. I turned out to be a great guy, despite having a mom that was hooked on drugs. So how come I'm not traumatized? How come I'm not out here hiding behind the past, making excuses? This woman gave her soul to the devil a long time ago and was rebellious and did not want to listen to her father. I can guarantee you that her father probably was a good man who tried to teach her the right things, but she didn't want to do that. And this is why she turned into this. You understand? It goes on here with this particular article. It says, musician and actor Janelle Monáe confirms she is non-binary, meaning neither exclusively male nor female, and discussed what it means to her in a recent interview with Red Table Talk, a talk show hosted by Jada Pinkett Smith. And if I'm correct, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't they cancel that Red Table nonsense? I think I heard something in these streets about the Red Table thing was canceled or something like that. I'm glad they canceled that mess because it needed to go. You know what I mean? Nobody want to hear that garbage. But it goes on and it says a talk show host by Jada Pinkett Smith, you know, the woman that allegedly got her back blown out by, I can't even recall the artist, the young brother. What in the world is his name, man? Y'all know who I'm talking about, man. Week? No, not the weekend. What is this guy name, man? Whatever his name is, bro. She got her back blown out cheating on Will Smith. And there you go. August Alsina. Appreciate that. August Alsina is the guy she was cheating with. So she has a talk show or some sort of red table nonsense. And her daughter, Willow, who is another one that's going down the wrong path. And, you know, her mother. I mean, just a bunch of women doing a bunch of garbage when they should be in the house fixing cookies and teaching the kids. These are the same three women that was seen in a video where they were getting their cooch steamed. Could you believe that? They were doing some vajayjay steam cleansing. I'm like, first of all, why is Willow doing that? Willow is supposed to be a young lady. Why is she out there trying to do her steam witchcraft? Because, you know, that's what it is, fam. Some vajayjay witchcraft, sorcery, yoni steam, that's what they call that mess. Listen, man, these women, look, the satanic business that they dealing with, man, is sad, bro. You sitting over a bowl of steam for your vajayjay, something's wrong with you. Guys, if you know women that's doing that stuff, you need to leave them because they got demons in there. I'm just being honest, man. There's a lot of sick stuff going on, a lot of sick people in the world, and I'm just sharing my commentary and criticism. You know, it is what it is, man. So August was Jaden's best friend. So, damn. So his best friend banged his mom's. Dang, bro. That's sad, man. So it goes on and it says, I'm non-binary. And I'm talking about Janelle, not me. I'm just making that clear for the record. I don't want none of the ladies like, yo, I heard Ringo say he's non-binary. I'm reading, fam. So let me put it proper way. It says, quote, this is Janelle Monáe saying this, quote, I'm non-binary, so I just don't see myself as a woman solely, Monáe said during the episode released Wednesday. So she don't believe that she's like a woman solely. So hold up. Now I'm confused because, and I kid you not, fam, I literally went on Google and I typed in, is Janelle Monáe a man or a woman? Literally, fam. I kid you not, no cap. I literally went on Google and I typed that because I'm confused. I don't know if she's a woman or a man. I really don't know, sincerely. I'm talking about sincerely, no jokes, no cap. I don't know if she's a woman or a man. I really don't know. And I'm not gonna take no chances. I just don't know, fam. I'm confused. And this is what it does to the world, bro. When a woman says, I don't see myself as a woman solely, I just don't get that. Like, this is confusion. So do you want men to talk to you or do you want women to talk to you? Like, who do you want to talk to you? Like, what is going on, fam? This is crazy. Nah, she's not wearing no Medusa hair. That's hair made of chains. That's hair made of chains, fam. You understand? That's a representation of slavery. That's the slavery that you're seeing. You know what I mean? If you look, that's link, chains. That's the kind of chains they used to wear back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, everybody had chains like that. She's wearing it as hair. And I talked about it early in the stream that represents the slavery of the mind for the woman. This is why most women are under the control of the hair. You know what I mean? The mind is control, mental prison for the mind, the chains. This is why, and it's sad because a lot of black people, right? Anytime they get money, they always got on chains. You don't see this with white people, bro. You don't see this with white people. You really don't. You don't. The reason why I think Janelle Monáe could possibly be a man is because right there on the side it says the defiance of drag. So I'm like, drag? And you know, you just never know, fam. So I'm looking at it as she's not a woman. And remember, she says she's non-binary, so I got my rights to speak my mind. I just don't know what she is, bro. And this is the confusion that we have in society, bro. To be on the front cover like this with nothing on is just sad, bro. And this is the new thing. All of the women want to take off their clothes, bro. And it goes back to the Garden of Eden where Eve took of the forbidden fruit, and the first thing she noticed is that they were naked. So once a woman take of the forbidden fruit, the next thing is she's naked. This is what I'm trying to give you the game, y'all. Y'all not listening to me, man. Y'all don't click the like button. Y'all not showing no support. Why? Because I'm speaking the truth? I'm giving you the game. When women were following God, they covered up. But the minute Eve took of the forbidden fruit, she knew she was naked, y'all. So when you see women put out their bodies like this, it's them mocking God. They're mocking God. They're telling God, I'm rebelling against you. I'm a goddess. I'm free. Anytime women want to express their freedom, they take their clothes off. And then they say that us men are, I guess, looking at them in a sexual way. Isn't that we sexually objectify them? How? When your clothes is off. I mean, you're taking your clothes off and you're saying that we're sexually objectifying you when you made yourself the object of attention? This doesn't make any sense, bro. You know? But this is where we are in society, man. This is where we are. So now, according to what it says I'm non-binary, so I just don't see myself as a woman, right? Monáe said during the episode released Wednesday, I feel all my energy. I feel like God is so much bigger than the he or the she. If I am from God, I am everything. I am everything. But I will always, always stand with women. Uh-oh. I will always stand with black women. But I just see everything beyond the binary. Do you see the do as thou wilt culture? She believes she's a goddess, y'all. Remember, according to the Bible, let's see what it says, fam. Let's see what the Bible says. Right? See what the Bible says. Because I want to know who's telling the truth. Now, remember, she said, let me see. She says, I feel like God is so much bigger than the he or the she. If I am from God, I am everything. I am everything. Now, isn't God called the great I am in the Bible? But we see the black woman saying, I am everything. I'm telling you, fam. And see, a lot of sisters, y'all gotta stop getting mad with your boy Ringo, because I'm trying to show you what's going on in the earth. You sisters represents the daughters of Zion according to the Bible. And you have rebelled against the Most High. And this is why the curses are here. You have exalted yourself above God. This woman says, I am everything. She says, I feel like God is so much bigger than the he or the she. But let's see what the Bible says. According to Genesis chapter 1, verse 27, it says, so God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them. So according to the Bible, it's pretty much clear. There is no such thing as non-binary. There is no such thing as non-binary. But you got Christian churches out here that accept this. You got Christian churches out here that are going along with the get along gang with all of this non-binary stuff. But what does the Bible say? The Bible says that God created man in his image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them. Now, you have to understand, man, this is serious business. Matthew 19:4 says, and he answered and said unto them, have ye not read that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female? You see that? But Janelle Monáe says, forget about God. I'm non-binary. So I just don't see myself as a woman. So basically, she's rebelling against God. She basically is saying, forget God. And this is why I'm telling you, y'all, her being free and liberated to take off her clothes on the RollingStone magazine is a clear indicator that she is in rebellion and she thinks she's a goddess. That's why she have on you call it the ancient Egyptian wigs that they would use as jewelry because they felt they were goddesses. So not only is she wearing a wig made of chains, but that represents the goddess worship. That represents the goddess of fertility. That's why they love to show off their breasts. Do you understand, people? It's all satanic, But this is what's going on, fam. No, I did not see any videos from her. I don't even know who this woman is, fam. I'm just reporting the news. I don't even know who this is. I don't even know who this person is. It's my first time hearing about them. Janelle Monáe. Whatever video she got, I'm pretty sure it's satanic. You know what I'm saying? If she's supposed to be some sort of music person or some in the industry as an artist, how much times have I told you, fam? Anytime you get into the industry, you get turned out. I told you this. Y'all not listening, man. I keep telling you. This is what they do. They turn the women out even more. This is what they do. That wig that she's wearing is pretty much goddess worship. That's what she's trying to be, a goddess. And this is why the Bible talks about how women, modest women, should adorn themselves. Not with the jewelry, the plaiting of the hair, the costly array, and all that other stuff. It's talking about the things you see her doing. Because the costly array, the plaiting of the hair, the jewelry, what is that for? To get you attention. It's to make you stand out. This is why a lot of times with a lot of women, brothers, they want to have a Louis Vuitton bag, a Birkin bag. They want to have the costly apparel. They always want to wear design. Imagine that. You live in the hood, in the ghetto, but you got on Prada, Louis Vuitton, and you in the projects. Let that make sense. Now, I'm not saying you can't look nice. I'm not saying you can't be fly. Most people from the hood dress fly, believe it or not. But what I'm saying is, fam, you got bills to pay, and you walking around with a $5,000 bag. You buying yourself a $1,000 belt. Like, come on. It's crazy. So it goes on and says, in a Rolling Stone cover story in 2018, prior to the release of her album, dirty computer, Monáe came out as pansexual, which is an attraction to people regardless of their sex or gender. Man, oh man. You ever wonder why is it that when people come out, like why is it a thing for people to come out? Like what is that? What exactly is that? You know? And I'm gonna have a stream where I'm gonna ask the question of why we don't have a heterosexual parade day? Like why we don't have that? Why is it that people that play for the other team, they got a parade? Everybody got their own parades, their own days of celebration. Why is it that straight people, heterosexual men and women, why we don't have our own parade where we could come outside and, you know, why we don't got our own day? She came out saying that she's pansexual, which is an attraction to people regardless of their sex or gender. She said she initially identified as bisexual. Notice, so let me get this straight. I'm confused. I'm totally confused now. She initially identified as bisexual, but she came out as pansexual, but she's non-binary. I'm confused. This is crazy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it makes no sense you get mad at the reporter. I'm just reporting the news. Do you know in the medical books, it listed that people that live the alternative lifestyle have a mental condition? Do you know that? Put a 1 in the chat if you did the research. In the medical books, not me saying this is facts. In the medical books, do your Google searches, do all your research. It is listed in the medical books that people who struggle with the alternative lifestyle, that it was looked upon as a mental issue, mental illness. This is how they see it. So I'm trying to figure this out. Respectfully now, I'm trying to figure this out. If the medical professionals had this in their documents, why is it that in today's day it's normalized? Why is it that they would send drag queens into a public school where children are sitting and have them twerking? And I have a question for anyone that is living the alternative lifestyle, respectfully now. Do you agree with drag queens that are men half naked in front of kids in school? You could go on YouTube, the videos are out there, where they allow men that dress like women to go into schools and twerk. Do you, as a person that lives the alternative lifestyle, respectfully now, do you think that that is good for children? Now, this woman talked about how she's dealing with the trauma and drama because of her father being on drugs. But what about the trauma and drama that she's causing other people right now? Because this is crazy. But this is America, y'all. This is what they do in America. So she came out as pansexual, which is an attraction to people regardless of their sex or gender. She said she is initially identified as bisexual, but then later I read about pansexuality and was like, oh, these are things that I identify with too. I'm open to learning more about who I am. But what did the Bible say? What did the Bible say? The Bible said that God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him, male and female. He didn't create nothing else. I'm just reading what the Bible say. I'm just reporting the news. Stop getting mad at me. Because here's the thing. If you're so happy with who you are, why would you be mad at me? So let me get this straight. You want me to accept what you do? No, I don't accept what you do. I accept what God says. And see, this is the problem. And I seen a video that we might have to cover. I might cover it, but I might not because it's too much profanity in the video. It's with Charleston, what's that guy? Charleston White, where he was in the video with, I guess, people from the LGBTQ community. And he was going off because the woman was trying to force her lifestyle on him. And he was like, look, fam, I don't support it. I don't like it. And she kept pushing it. And he just kept making his points. And he was making valid points. Like, look, I just don't support it. What do you want from me? Y'all keep trying to force y'all bedroom on people. I don't care about what you do in the bedroom, bro. You know? I remember when I was on the 9 to 5, man, they were forcing that down everybody's mind, man. And I'm like, look, fam, why every minute we got to have a meeting about this mess? Literally, fam, they used to get all the workers, bring us into the cafeteria to talk about sexuality. And I used to get pissed because I'm like, look, fam, why are we talking about this? Like, why? You know? Why every minute we got to have these meetings, man? Like, y'all brainwashing us and literally indoctrinating us into this mess. Our job title have nothing to do with sex. Like, why are we even talking about this? You know, that's why I keep saying the 9 to 5 is a hostile working environment, man, because you're dealing with all kinds of personalities and people, man. You might have somebody from the LGBTQ community at your workplace, and if they feel you have a problem with them, they'll go to HR and get you fired. Stupid stuff, bro. Like, I don't care what you do in your bedroom, bro. Just don't bring that mess around me. That's all I say respectfully. Look, fam, if you a dude, bro, and you want to be with a man, bro, that's your business, man. I don't care about what you do, bro. You a woman, you want to go out there and fool around with whatever you want to deal with. I don't care. Just don't bring that around me. Just don't make me feel like I'm a bad guy because I don't accept what you do in your bedroom. I don't care. Real spit. It's none of my business. I don't care about that. I focus on the Most High. That's what I'm focused on. I'm not focusing on your bedroom. So, Janelle Monáe is non-binary. So that means if you're a dude and you trying to holler at her or him, I don't know, because she don't identify as a man or a woman. So she's changing the word of God. God said he made male and female. Janelle Monáe says God is a liar because she says she's non-binary. Who you gonna believe? This is why it's difficult to talk to a sister in today's day, fam. I'm scared now. I'm nervous. You know what I mean? If I pull up on a sister, I don't know if she's a man. Because nowadays, we don't know what women want. They're non-binary, they're pansexual, they're bisexual, I don't know what y'all is anymore. You know? You pull up on a woman, hey baby, how you doing? My name, blah, 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 all this stuff. You don't know what she is anymore. Do she like men? Do she like women? Does she like animals? It's crazy. We live in a sick world now. This is why I keep telling you, brothers, it's best to just roll solo, focus on God. You know what I mean? And if you meet a woman, you're going to have to get her birth papers. I mean that, fam. No cap, no laughs, bro. You meet a sister, fam, she's going to have to give you birth papers. Seriously. So I'm going to put that out there right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being honest, fam. Any future sister that try to holler at your boy or whatever the case is, don't be offended if I ask for birth papers. I'm going to require that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to require that, you know what I mean? If you're a sister, for whatever the case is, I just have to put it out there, man. Transparency, remember. Because I don't want nobody saying, you know, I'm wrong. I'm just saying, no, yo, like, if you're a sister and you try to holler at your boy, or if I holler at you, somewhere along the lines, I'm going to ask for your papers. I'm going to ask for your birth papers. I want to see that you were born female. And in some instances, I'm going to require photos of your lower extremities. I'm just saying, fam, you know, it is what it is. I mean, none of you ladies could be mad because you done gave photos to other guys of whatever you got anyway. So it ain't like you showing me something that haven't been seen. It ain't like you ain't show those photos to some other guy already. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna require cooch pics as well as birth papers. These are the requirements, because I don't know if you ladies are in fact a man or a woman anymore. I just don't know. So to be on the safe side, I got to make sure that I protect myself. You know what I'm saying? Because the Most High made them male and female. So you're either one or the other. You know what I mean? You can't be both. This woman right here identifies non-binary. So at that point, I'm confused. I don't know what she is. Seriously, fam. You know, y'all might think, I know I have a lot of entertainment and humor in my commentary, but seriously speaking, fam, I seriously do not know if that's a man or a woman. I don't know. Really, I just don't know. And I'm not taking any chances. So we just gonna leave her alone. If I see her in the street, I'm just walking right on by. Walk on by. Walk on, walk on, walk on by. Just gonna have to walk on by, because I don't want to get in no trouble. I mean, imagine that, bro. You talking to a sister, or at least you think it's a sister, and it's a man the whole time. That's crazy, man. Imagine you a content creator, an influencer, and for 2 months you think you hollering at shorty, and it's a dude, bro. And later on, the same dude expose you as talking to a trans, and they put out all the text messages, all the video chats. Man, yo, your career on social media is over, bro, immediately. I mean, how do you get out of a situation like that? There's no way. Listen, imagine something like that happened to me, bro. How could I come on YouTube and explain myself in that situation? Imagine that mess. You see some trans guy come out about, yeah, I was talking to Ringo for such and such time. How do I explain myself? I'll be like, fam, I just didn't know. I'm not gonna be forgiven by the community. You know they're gonna have a field day with me. They're gonna have video after video. Man, I don't know, man. I think in a situation like that, I would just continue doing content and not even respond, bro. Like, seriously, I wouldn't even respond to the allegations. I wouldn't even respond to the allegations, man. I'll just continue making content. People will be sending me DMs. Yo, Ringo, is it true? Did you really do it? Did you really say it? Did you sleep with him? What did you do? I would just ignore everything, man, because that's crazy, man. But it is what it is. It doesn't matter, I wouldn't switch off the chat. I'll leave the chat the way it is, because if you switch off the chat, that mean you guilty. You see what I'm saying? You see what I mean? If I were to switch the chat off, I would get exposed even more, because now they'll say Ringo took the chat down to prevent people from asking him questions. That mean he's guilty. That mean that he was with the trans guy. Nah, fam. Somebody said members only mode. That'd be messed up, man. And that happened a lot to people, man. A lot of guys got caught out there like that, bro. So, yeah, man. This is the news. The Rolling Stones got Janelle Monáe. She took off all her clothes, fam. This is the new thing, fam. You're gonna see people doing this stuff all the time, man. All the time. Anytime you see women going like this, it's because they want to be worshipped. They believe that they're a goddess, and they really have no respect for themselves. I'm just being honest with you. Any woman that I see looking like this is not attractive, in my opinion. I think it's disgraceful. It is unbecoming of a woman, because you're trying to flaunt yourself, and it's bad, and it's not pretty. It's not attractive. And what's sad about this is when you criticize them, they get upset. Like they put themselves out there to get criticized. I don't get that. It doesn't even make any sense. But anyway, we're gonna get up on out of here. Appreciate everybody stopping by. I'm come on back again with another one in about probably 10 minutes. I'm gonna give a few shout outs. Shout out to Samuel for the 45 on the Cash App. This is pretty much, I think, from yesterday or the day before yesterday. I'll give a shout out. Samuel for the 45 on the Cash App. Alan for the 10. V Dubman for the $150 support. Shout out to V Dubman. Lost Ya for the 5. Maine for the 10 and Heston for the 10. Appreciate your support. And make sure you get the likes up, fam. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get the likes up, man. You gotta get the likes up. That's how the videos get pushed through the algorithm. You know what I mean? So appreciate everybody coming through. We're gonna be back in about 5-10 minutes with another one. Then I gotta go head on out, go take care of some business, do what I gotta do. So at least you got some content till I get back. Got a lot of work, a lot of things I gotta do. I got a lot of stories I gotta cover, man. I gotta cover the situation with this dude's wife, Derek Jackson's wife. I gotta cover that story. There's a lot of stories I gotta pretty much cover. The Twitch situation, Steven Twitch boss. You know what I'm saying? Got some new news that came out where they said there was no drugs, nothing was in his system, and how the wife is claiming that he never really struggled with no sort of depression and all this other stuff. So he was murdered, bruh. We're gonna talk about that in another video. You know what I mean? We gotta cover the situation with Steve Harvey, where he pretty much was on the what is that show with the Shay, whatever his show is. Did that video a couple of weeks back. I still didn't cover the story, but I gotta talk about all these different things. A lot of stories, man, that gotta deal with, man. It's a lot of things that I gotta cover, and people don't understand that I'm busy. You know what I mean? And this is why it's up to people supporting the work. I mean, you support the work, I'm working. You know what I mean? But if people ain't supporting, I ain't gonna be just putting out content like I'm crazy, like all day, every day. You gotta support the work, bro. You know what I mean? People be asking and requesting videos, but did you hit the Cash App? You know what I'm saying? Did you support the streams? Did you hit the super chat? Like, if you ain't supporting the work, fam, like seriously, I don't even know why people even requesting stuff. They ain't supporting. You know what I mean? This is work. When you go to your 9 to 5, you work, right? Okay, so this is my 9 to 5 right now. You know what I mean? This is the 9 to 5. I'm working. So, you want content? Learn how to support the shows, man. Support the work. This is time. So that being said, I'm gonna be back in about 5 to 10 minutes with another one. Leave your comments, your feedback. Let me know what you think of the video. Ringo TV Reactions. Rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend, tell your coworker. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And we'll be back. We out. Peace and blessings to everybody. We out. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $RingoTVRaw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/RingoTVRaw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at RingoTVRaw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw.